Jesus Christ, look at that douchebag. Full Black Knight, Ornstein's helmet, great Shield of Artorias, and a great dragon sword greatness of great things. I hope he's not tweaking on some low-level invaders. Ooh. That was a partial parry, that, for anybody. Well, actually, that's not a partial parry. That was a very badly timed parry, so I took scrape damage from it, and that's the best way to know when you don't parry correctly. I'm wearing Havel's Grief, so I've been down there. Have I killed all the mimics? But I can hear somebody moving. It's really off-putting. I know you're dead. I was using that guy yesterday to do something that I thought I'd never do, but I was curious to see how good it is, and not too sure how I feel about it, actually, so I'm probably going to talk about it. I've maxed out my character slots with people that I've played through the game with. A couple of them have gone to numerous New Game Pluses. So I decided that because I'd put that much time into the game, that I could use the bottomless box glitch without, you know, any kind of moral feelings about it not being cool or it not being fair or it not being earned is a better word. This guy's going to be a dick here if he keeps pointing his fucking bow at me. Put your sword up, tossbag. There we go. Oh, there's a cheeky window. And I did the bottomless box glitch, and in all honesty, it was kind of underwhelming, but I understand if I want to make a PvP character and I don't want to have to go back and get all the shit, it's probably a really good thing. And then I thought nothing of it. And then the other day, I was a little bit low on souls, and I saw a video where somebody were on about how the dragon head glitch was working in post 1.5 patch. So I tried it out to see if I could do it. And it's easy to do. It does work on 1.05. But I don't know, it just feels so underwhelming because earning souls can be such a rewarding process. If you're PvPing, it's less important because you get too many. But against the computer, if you farm or if you're just playing or if you manipulate, you know, boss drops with the covetous silver, silver serpent ring, every 100,000 souls you get is an important number because it means you can do a lot of things in the world. But when you do that dragon head thing, like, there's no limit to it. I thought it only gave you souls for how much stamina you've got, but when I was doing it, my stamina wasn't going down. So the only thing stopping me from getting like 99 million souls was the fact that I didn't want to hold X for 20 minutes. And don't get me wrong, once I did it out, blind parry. Once I did it, I did it on my character who's already like level 200. I've already invested 100 hours in him, and he's the person that I would bottomless box with. So my logic was, I'm going to go out and buy everything from the shops, so when I do bottomless box into a new character, he's going to have 99 of consumables and stuff like that. And having 99 twinkling titanites is a good fucking feeling, because they're so expensive and the drops are pretty annoying. But at the same time, you just can't help but feel like, I wish it wasn't in the game, because it kind of contradicts, and it's almost patronising to the people that do take the time and do things that are difficult and take a lot of time to accumulate, and there's this one person just doing that move. And then I went on to watch a Dark Mind's Eye video, who, if you've never seen him, is one of the best PvP players on this game. He PvPs without lock-on, and he doesn't wear the... Oh, that were a bad time. No Darkwood Grain Ring. Like, very low poise builds. He's just a... This guy's probably going to kill me here, because the timing on that swing is... He changes the speed. He's a dickhead. Look, I mean, look at it again. Just changing his speed. Really annoying. But that guy is really good at the game, and he was summoned into the forest in an invasion, and somebody did that dragon head move with the infinite breath, and it constantly stunned him and kept him staggered against the wall where he spawned in. And the guy who was with him was the host. Just stood there poking him with a rapier while he couldn't move. And that, to me, my goodness, if that had been me, I'd have sent him a fucking essay of how much I want him to die of AIDS and have his entire family chopped down by wolves. Because that is just not cool. That's not cool at all. It's almost as uncool as the thing I just said about his family, but you know, all's fair in being a dick. Right, so I've got some demon stuff, which is key. Very key. And now I can do the shortcut to go to the Mr. Titanite guy. That's if my guy will jump. Died in New Londo the other day because my guy wouldn't fucking jump. So annoying. Why is there not an actual jump button rather than this travesty of nonsense timing? As I fuck up this little shortcut here because I'm not the best at doing it, truth be told. And I'm jumping too close to the damn wall. There we go. Right. This guy's weak against electricity, so hopefully this shuttle's gonna... Oh, I can tank his hits. That's good news. Did not mean to do that faggy flip. And I say fag without any kind of sexual connotation. Just think of it as like an adjective for an insult. I have no hatred towards gay people in my heart, trust me. I've worked with enough of them. Gays attract sharks, they can't swim, they muck about, they constantly ask to be placed at the captain's table. So this is pretty much the strategy to fight these enemies if you've never really gone up against them, because they can be super intimidating. Oh, I broke his poise, nice. But for the most, they're actually not that bad. The only problem is the detection on that swing he does is bullshit. You can hurt you with his tail when he swings his weapon, because suddenly his tail becomes another weapon, which sounds like a fucking Luc Besson film, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I've got to be careful in here, because there's the Royal Sentinels, and they do give you quite a lot of pennies. So I'm going to go the top way. Actually, fuck it, no I'm not. I just wish I didn't. I wish I had my Uchigatana. I'm so sad that my friend still has it. And he doesn't maliciously keep it to try and fuck me over or anything. It's just, as soon as Priscilla died, it kicked me out of his world, and I was then stuck in the painted world. And obviously, I'd not recorded it, so I couldn't just go and kill the boss, because then your guys would have missed out on a playthrough that has the painted world in it. Oh, he's healing. No, he's not. These guys will drop their lance, or their axe, their halberd, whatever it is. They'll also drop Titanite chunks. But I do not recommend farming these guys for Titanite chunks unless you need the souls as well, because they're a good opportunity to farm souls. They do drop a lot early game, on new game, should I say. Yeah, get out of my face, son. That was a full-on PvP parry right there. Tank the first hit, then time the second. And usually if you've got a good weapon, you can fall kill this guy, but he's walking away. Craig David style. Come back, dickface. There we go. Geronimo! Oh, I missed my thing! It doesn't matter! That yeah, kind of does. Oh! Thank you, poise! That could have gone worse. Oh, and he did a complimentary drop. It's his... Oh, it's a shield. That is less common than you would think. But I got up today with the full intentions of phoning the local doctor place. I have no idea what it is, the local practice, so that I could schedule an appointment for my asthma nurse checkup. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a woman who monitors your ailment, because, you know, some people have asthma and it sucks, and the only way to keep yourself alive is by getting a prescription of something that is effectively a steroid that opens your lungs, because you were born with dysfunctional lungs. But what happens is every so often, you can't get your prescription unless you go and see this fucking flimsy, ditzy woman. And every single time she says the exact same thing to you, nothing's changed, it's not like you're miraculously fucking cured, and it's just a waste of time. And it's the same song and dance every time you go there. It's, do you smoke? No, I don't smoke. Does anyone in your family smoke? Yes, my family's retarded. Then it's blow into this thing that you're really crap at blowing into because you have aforementionedly crap lungs. And then it's like they'll measure your weight and your height and make sure you're not a fat bastard. And that's it. That's pretty much it. She might ask you if anything's different, and nothing's fucking different because my lungs are crap and I can't breathe, and you're stopping me from getting the thing that makes me breathe. And it's just, It is so fucking contrived, guys. It pisses me off to high heaven. As you can tell, I'm getting irate at the thought of this goddamn charade. Oh, whoa. Guy's jumping about. But the thing that makes it worse is, because I'm now... How fucking old am I? 25? I can't even remember. I'm old. That's the moral of the story. I'm pretty fucking old. I have to pay for essentially something that keeps me alive. So to me, that's like taxing the fucking air. And I don't agree with it at all. And that has some wicked range. Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Sentinel. You gonna come? Gonna come hit this? I'll carry on the story anyhow. And I was having this discussion with my girlfriend yesterday. The worst thing we did as a species was monetize progress. And don't get me wrong, we're in such a society that relies on money to the extent that everything is this fucking self-fulfilling prophecy that's directed towards our own wealth. Our class is judged primarily on our wealth. Everything, our social status, our clothing, our accessories, our fucking trinkets, everything about us is judged by how much paper we have that's got some funny fucking drawings on it. And that's how society works, unfortunately, because we're not tribal and we don't walk around with penis sheaths on. But I need to upgrade my sword now I've killed these dudes. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the only problem, guys. When I get into these tangents, it's very difficult to play. That's why I do post-commentary. It's much easier for me. But we make money through creating things that are flawed. And this is not my planned obsolescence rant or anything. This is just literally... We fund studies that look for cures, but they make so much money in this pursuit of finding the cure that why would they ever sell the cure? If they honestly found a fix, they would lose money. It would be, you know, fucking, their budgets, their like, yearly goals would be slashed because they would not be able to sell you the shit that you want to work, that you think is helping, but doesn't work. It's just a temporary fix for a permanent fucking problem. And it's just like... There's probably light bulbs that run forever. There's probably cars that put out no carbon emissions, that rely on fucking dog waste to fuel them and never break down. But why would they sell you that when there is such an industry that specialises in replacing parts that break? That specialises in making new iterations of cars? I mean, look at oil. Oil is like the biggest fucking resource next to, I don't know, breathing. Why the hell would they want to make something that didn't rely on this fuel source? Because the instance that they do, all these fucking sultans that are laying around with harems and harlots and banging, you know, 20-year-olds with face masks on looking like Jasmine from Aladdin, like, they would suddenly not have the same amount of wealth and they would be just down on the lower rungs with the rest of us. It's like, why would they ever create this fucking technology? Because it will not benefit their benefits. And bringing it full circle to get off this highly fucking ridiculous rant, cancer. Think of the medical bills that people get in America, in these places where the healthcare is fucking a travesty, where the healthcare is whoever has the most money gets to live the longest, which to me is a fucking crime. It's a war on health. It's ridiculous. But it's a business, and it's treated as a business, and it's privatised so they can get away with it. And every single one of these drug tiles... Basically, you put a tile on the wall and it will inject you with heroin. Now, these drug trials, sorry, all they're doing is trying to create these cures, trying to create these new and beneficial things, but in the proceeds, they make millions and millions of money from it. And for all we know, we could have a cure for cancer. But at the same time, just think of it from this, which is an extremely cynical and awful perspective to think of it from. If we did cure cancer, there's probably labs right now trying to create some new kind of virus, some new kind of disease that'll replace it, just so that they can make the money from trying to heal it. And some people might call it the great Darwinian race of fucking, you know, controlling the communities, controlling the species, because essentially all we are is a bunch of monkeys that love fucking so much that we're overpopulating the globe with dumb people. But it's just madness, guys, and I do apologise for that. I don't know where it came from. But thanks for watching. As always, the playthrough will continue.